Mayo Clinic is in trouble. Way NA clinic be as a Washington DC, Minnesota. Na chemwa Ofori Atta eno na Ofori Atta share chira na osi okwa surgery. Na ebusuya Solomon Usu enyina nim Solomon Usu chirima. Mayo Clinic enye authentic and enye genuine because Ofori Atta share Mayo Clinic achi. Ana so mo fake documents manu ana just so mo de magana for. Jinti a all kasa no. Ofori Atta June 13th, 2025. Yade Ofori Atta beto wanted iso no. Mayo Clinic issue letter. Na letter ni was say Mayo Clinic Mr. Kenneth Ofori Atta. So was dear sir or madam, I'm writing to inform you that Mr. Ofori Atta has undergone an MRI guided biopsy and has been diagnosed with prostate cancer, a surgical intervention. Ebusu me mama kasa no wat ni nyina kyeresa eye letter we na eye Mayo Clinic den release na kyeresa I say for me who say Ofori Atta is very very fit for detention. That means they have automatically exposed the Mayo Clinic. Say Ofori Atta has never been their patient and has never been there allegedly. It's letter no na that so no. No Solomon also said no. I was a petition US embassy because of Ofori Atta has hiding behind their facility to what? To play with our man. Ebusuya letter no na that so no. Yenko tie owura bia friend sana na odinkomo bi den tama ye say Ofori Atta o Mayo Clinic no. Or ye na just okwohwe no but okom na say Ofori Atta nyedo. What the letter is here no. Letter no na makamba yenko tie video bi na yemo video bi nchoro na emedi nkomo.
Diagnosis Ofori Atta say wenya mo trese hospital bi a friend no Mayo Clinic. Ewo Minnesota mo trese hospital bi a friend no Mayo Clinic. Ewo Minnesota aba beka say omo diagnosis Ofori Atta say wenya prostate cancer indeed we yare ntumi mba Ghana. Entiende Ghana for try say on person mo he say indeed Ofori Atta we yare ampa ana say eye lie na wo ye eye ntro na wo ye no ana akwa dane asem no. Inti people have tried as much as possible to write letters or emails to the clinic to confirm say wo mo letter about bontin a air trace say Ofori Atta indeed wenya prostate cancer. No query say letter na free mo ho ana but Ghana phone sheda nya concrete response from the hospital. Ubisa hospital na say mo kan say wo mo their confidentiality nti omo ntumi confirm say letter no no query ana say no query. Because some people also believe, I mean you can call them say omo your conspiracy theories. Okay, those people also believe say anya no ntro no wocha. Some people believe that. Say bibia anya no
Ebusuya ye to aso a na say Solomon Usu chema ene obe petition the US embassy to make sure say US authorities say Mayo Clinic and Ofori Atta share chiri because ICE detention center for no authorities then amaye hu oma bring expose say Ofori Atta is very strong for detention, which means Ofori Atta is not under any medical condition. Yeah, sir, and no muchum sa Ofori Atta is very fit, which means he's not under any medical condition to me. So which means Mayo Clinic has been playing games with us through Ofori Atta, and as Ofori Atta she Mayo Clinic achi and a play game to Ono Solomon Usu is what putting his credibility on the line. Say Obe reported the clinic to the US authority for what? For Ofori Atta hiding behind their back to what? To giving us document June 13th. Everything go tie Solomon Usu for our comments.
$97 million into a big hole. How they came by that SML, how the PDS deal went, how 52.2 billion Ghana cedis miraculously left a GCB account to an unknown account. Then that is where we will be seeing accountability. And that what we are doing is neither here nor there. Ofori Atta, we were told, was very sick. That has been the mantra by the lawyers in Ghana here. Who really loves this country. They defended it spirited. They told us he had undergone an MRI biopsy guided treatment and that he was due for a surgery in June. If the Deputy Attorney General's rendition is anything to go by, then it means the United States government is very wicked. Because for somebody to go through a procedure in June and for his visa to be revoked, to my mind, Ken was in the United States because he was undergoing treatment. The question you ask yourself this morning is, was he arrested at the Mayo Clinic? When they arrested Ken, was he in the hospital bed? None of this. He has been chilling in a very cozy area. He lives in a very expensive area. Remember, when he was your finance minister, he boldly told you that he was never going to take a salary from the state. He was that selfless. Ken was that selfless. He wouldn't even take our salary because we were that a poor country. So he was just being magnanimous to the country. Now you are done with your tenure. Come and account to us. You will go and hide under the banner of you are sick. When some of us know that you are not sick. In fact, even if you are sick, there is no law that says that if you are sick, you should not be prosecuted on criminal matters. Go to Zawam. People that are very sick there, they stole plantain, they stole a goat, they stole cassava. They are there. We are talking about the finance minister that led us to borrow $13.5 billion.
But we cannot say that he's guilty.
Nobody has said he's guilty, but his actions and inactions are proving to some of us that he's guilty. What are you afraid of?
What if he's really sick?
But he was holding our purse.
The detention place, is that a hospital?
Rosalind, when you are sick, you go to Mayo Clinic. Is Ken Ofori Atta better than you? Is he so human than you? That he that kept or was holding our purse sees the need to go to a hospital or clinic in the US, but the people that entrusted the destiny of this country into his hands do not have access to such facilities.
Do we recognize the letter that was released, I think early last year?
Yes.
From the hospital in
that is another criminal letter. And that hospital, you see, I'm in the process of reporting that hospital to the US Embassy for them to also take them on. Because you see, we cannot be in a country where people will think that they will sit somewhere and their institutions' name will be used to do the people of this country.
Are you saying the hospital was lying?
Absolutely. And this has proven. Look, ICE, if it's anything to go by, before your visa will be revoked, and I have no reason to doubt what the Attorney General is saying, before your visa will be revoked, it's based on about 4 or 5 factors. Fraud or misrepresentation. That you made certain representations that the immigration officers have found out later that you lied. Or you are engaged in a criminal, you have engaged yourself in a criminal activity in the United States, and so they must revoke your visa. Or you are doing something that the visa that you are holding does not permit you, be it working. If you are holding a B2 visa, you are not supposed to work, maybe you are working. Or you are no more admissible in the United States of America based on national security threats. So which of these factors has caused him to be in detention? The country Ghana is saying that you have committed a crime. As we speak, there are about 78 charges at the court on corruption and corruption-related offenses. Your lawyer said, no, you know nothing about that. Then you go to the US, and the US is saying that you have also committed another crime there. That's what you are dealing with. And so for me, nothing can save the situation. All that we are doing is that, or saying is that this administration, if they will even go to the moon, they must bring Ken Ofori Atta. The last I have heard people say that why don't you try him in absentia? We have tried setting our Tamaklo. She's having our 78 million or so, sitting on our 78 million. In the United States, she's not coming. By the way, they must also add setting our Tamaklo to the whole Mali. Because nobody must run away with our city.
Okay. Now, Solomon, with what you're saying, it looks like setting out Tamaklo, is becoming a conversation as well, because people, and I'm coming to you, Honorable, people actually feel that the NDC is being very vocal about Ken Ofori Atta's issue, and they want an outcome to it, but are silent on Sedinam's own.
due diligence and corporate governance is what we are looking at here. We in the NDC will never shout or say that Sedna should not come. The processes that started and gotten to a point of she being tried in absentia, to me, all those things must be followed. And that is why today, as we sit down here, talking about Ofori Atta, to me as an NDC member, I am not going to blame any country, especially so America. Due process must follow, and until Attorney General came out on Saturday, I was asking myself, is it somebody's visa will what? Expire? No, will expire in February. But he was arrested in January. Until he came out to say that no, it is not about visa expiration. But he has started some extradition or investigations that he has informed the U.S. government about Ofori Atta issue being wanted in this country. Being wanted in this country. You realize that Ofori Atta himself have a network of, let me use a very charitable viewers forgive it, zombies that he put in place, and they are quick to tell you what is wrong with Ofori Atta. Meanwhile, they are in Ghana. The statements that were issued while he was sick were not issued from the hospital. Ghanaian lawyers and others are issuing statements here. So
now we are in communication. I mean, distance is not a barrier.
No, you can't go to court with somebody's statement. Do you get me right?
No, but you are saying that those in Ghana are quick to get, information.
Yes, if Ofori Atta is in the hospital that is taking money for treating him, what prevented them from giving us information about Ofori Atta?
Well, they gave us an initial one. That was
initial.
Earlier,
subsequently.
last year.
Even last week, you've heard it. The lawyer of Ofori Atta, what did he tell us? That, the detention was about, was not about anything extradition, but they are appealing or trying to work so that on health grounds, they can allow Ofori Atta to stay. My question to them is that, is Ofori Atta lawyer in Ghana aware that his visa has been revoked? If he's aware, and upon that he made this statement, was he trying to tell Ghanaians the truth? Or he's trying to tell us that he also belonged to that cohort of liars? That is the question we should ask him, because he's a lawyer. Now the issue has come up. So I want to hear from him again that no, his visa has not been revoked. But we are working hard. It is immigration issue on his health ground. I want to hear him today. You see, we Ghanaians should not take the life that God has given us for a ride and try for our personal interest continuously deceive Ghanaians. It shouldn't be so. And I will appeal to NDC. Ofori Atta should not be NDC's main headache. Our main headache should be proper governance. At the same time, we must ensure that when he comes down, due process, because you heard Attorney General saying that his lawyer in America, who was a former Attorney General for US, asked him whether if Ofori Atta comes to Ghana, whether he will have a fair trial. Let us give Ofori Atta, when he comes, a fair trial.
Okay.
Why? We want to know why a minister of state continuously from 2017 borrowing money. Maybe he has a secret to tell us, and how he planned to pay, and how they dispense those monies. If you watch or read the Auditor General's report, the mess that continuously went on for this number of years, Ofori Atta should be able to tell Ghanaians, we want to know. This is the reason why they said, when you arrest an armed robber, don't kill him. Let him tell you why. So Ofori Atta in this case, we should allow the due process to go on. He should come down to Ghana and tell us this SML issues, the taxes that we've collected, 52.5, he should tell us so that we know what has happened. The way they dispense money to the National Cathedral and other things, the PDS money. He is the finance minister. So today you listen to the NPP and they will tell you that in 2025, nothing magical has happened. Do you get it right? But their finance minister was there, and the rot that we saw is what we are seeing, or we are talking about today. So in the first place, the NPP people should learn from today that something different has happened. Where a government of the day have actually said that, let us do the right thing. Let us appoint few ministers. Let the appointees be aware that if you expend money too much, you will be fired. It puts everybody in charge, including myself.
How do you defend whatever you're saying, to Ghanaians, to let them know that it's not more of a personal vendetta as a party to Ofori Atta?
Can you mention to me anybody in the NDC who want to kill Ofori Atta for what? Ghanaians are saying that he should come. Even the floating voters are saying that if NDC did not try Ofori Atta, they will not vote for NDC. That is aside. But you see, the reason I talk about corporate governance is every day we are learning. Ofori Atta's case should be a text case for us in corporate governance or nation's governance. And let people know that, yes, if you occupy a position and something happens, you must come and speak to it.